Well, hello everybody and welcome to another vlog. We're still here at the Auto Trail Rally in Exmouth on the Exmouth Rugby Club field, and well, just a quick update of what we've been getting up to. Last night we were at a cheese and wine little party where we won a prize again. Our name was randomly pulled out of the hat to win a free all-you-can-eat breakfast down at the Beach Cafe, which is just down the road. We sort of decided to not really accept, well, we accepted the prize, but we gave it away to our neighbours because we don't really do the breakfast thing. Anyway, so this morning we were sort of lounging around and, you know, just sort of having a bit of a lazy day, and I was sort of sitting here on the sofa sort of doing a bit of computer work and stuff like that, when Wendy suddenly called through and said, "So it's raining," and I said, "Oh, is it?" So like, yeah, so what? But then then I suddenly realised that what she really meant was it's raining and all the roof vents are open. so I had to rush back through and wind all the roof vents closed. We'd also left our chairs out in the, well, our chairs were out last night, so one of the 0G chairs and two of the little green chairs that we've got were out, and a couple of little tables, they were all out of the road. So I rushed out there, it absolutely tipping it down. It's this sudden storm. But I managed to sort of fold them all up and push them under the van and then dash back inside to to come back in the dry. So I decided then, right now I was up and all energised, I decided to have some breakfast. So just had I had a bit of a breakfast then. So these days I've been my preference has been for the crunchy nut cornflakes, and I know there's sort of all sorts of bad stuff in them, you know, they always seem to be the healthy option, but they're not really. But I really do like them. They're almost well, I'm sure they are addictive. But as you might know, I don't really drink cow's milk and haven't done for at least 6 months now. So I've found oat milk. Well, it's called oat drink. And I've been buying the Oatly brand, but I haven't been able to find it here. I found it once in Brixham, but then I can't find it here in Exmouth. So I popped into Marks and Spencer, thought they must have it, you know. But they had their own brand of oat drink. Seems to be exactly the same, especially when tipped on some crunchy nut cornflakes. Yeah, so that's that was my breakfast. But then we needed to do some laundry, so we walked to the laundry and we looked at the map beforehand. We thought, oh well, that can't be too far away, and it must be, well, Google Maps said about a 12-minute walk away, but it suggested it was out through there. Google Maps always seems to prefer sending, even on a walking route, prefers to send you not down pathways but on roadways. So it's, you know, it sort of sent us out that way, and we got a little bit sort of turned around, a bit lost, even though we had the map with us. We couldn't quite work out, you know, what direction to go in. So we ended up walking for about half an hour to get to the laundry. We made it there and got all the washing in. We used 2 machines, cost about £8, I think, to do all the washing, £8 or £9, which is not too bad, I suppose. And luckily enough, there was a little pub opposite, so we popped across the road while that was doing. Took about 45 minutes. So we had a little drink in there, pop back, stick it all in the dryer, and then pop and have another drink. So that's what we did there. So then we managed to sort of get all that dried, fold it up, back in the bags, and carry it home. And it was only like a 10-12 minute walk back, because we just, you know, followed our noses. Well, Wendy was good at the directions, so she said, well, look, let's just go towards the sea and then we're down. So there. And yeah, so we got back, and it's been for the rest of the day, while it's not been raining, it's been super hot. The sunshine has been extraordinarily warm, you know, really, really hot. There's a nice cool breeze at the moment, but it does feel a bit close. But other things that I've been doing today, looking at the comments from yesterday around, you know, what it's really like to live in a motorhome, and paying out, you know, the ever increasing prices to park on somebody's bit of grass, i.e. CL sites. You know, people had suggested that, you know, £12 wasn't bad. Well, maybe it's not too bad if you're on a long weekend, or maybe you're on a week or 2 weeks holiday. Maybe it's not too bad if you've just got that little chunk of money to pay. But if you've got to do this 365 days a year, and you've got to pay £12 or more for a CL site, you're soon going to feel how expensive that is. So we've been looking around at ways of reducing that cost and looking for cheaper sites, which is why we're on rallies. You know, the next rally we're going to is 5 days for £40. That's all inclusive, and that'll include some sort of a meal on 1 or 2 of the evenings. So really massive value. But I know a lot of you have been saying to us, Brit stops. It's eventually, through the more recent comments, sunk in, and you'll be pleased to know that I have now purchased a Britstop book. So that will be being sent to our address, and I'll be picking that up in early June. And we'll give you a full rundown on that as we start to use them. So in June, July, August time, when we're traveling around a bit more, we'll be using the Britstop book to, you know, the thing is that they're usually for one night stopovers, so maximum 24-hour stay. They would appear to suggest that they're free to stop over, and there's no real obligation for you to use the facility or services and products of the place you're staying at, although they do like you to do that, and it, you know, sort of brings a good community spirit into the whole Britstop thing. And I think when we do that, yeah, we'll try to buy from the farmer or the vineyard, or, you know, have a drink in the pub, or maybe a meal, and that sort of stuff. We'll try to do that. You know, just, you know, we don't want to go out of our way just to buy something because we're there, because that defeats the object of the lower price stopover. So we'll just be doing reviews around the Britstops and letting you know whether the Britstops is a good thing, or whether, you know, it could do with improving in some way. You know, I've spoken to other people around on this rally. Some of them have said, Britstop's not that good, and others have said, oh, Britstops is brilliant. So it's about opinion, isn't it? But I like to test the reality of things, and let you know how that works, which we will. Yeah, so tonight we are going, there's a there's the railway club just across the road from the rugby club here. They've got a 60s the Beatles tribute band on tonight. Well, I don't think we're going to go in and listen to that. We'll probably stay outside and, you know, have a drink or two and just enjoy the atmosphere of it. There's the whole festival thing going on, so the town is massively busy, which is really nice to see. Lots of people really enjoying themselves. Even, you know, the weather's been great, sometimes not so great, but generally the weather here is absolutely beautiful. So so that's what we'll be doing. That's us, and well, pretty late on. I've not managed to properly schedule out any videos while we've been doing these rallies, and we've sort of dropped behind a little bit. So I'm recording this about an hour before you see it, and by now I'll be halfway through a pint of beer, I guess. But that's where we are, that's what we're doing, that's a rundown of our day. Thanks very much for watching. Please do subscribe if you haven't already done so. Our subscriber rate is sort of increasing almost exponentially, so thank you for everybody that has subscribed, and please do give us a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video or any of our videos. And one last little please, do share on Facebook and Twitter if you can. That's all from me for today. I'm going to see you tomorrow, but for now it's goodbye. I'll see you again tomorrow.